Kitty. Oh boy. Are you excited to do our reviews today?
Yeah,
So, how do you like our backdrop?
I love it. You're right.
Yes, I think everybody that because we're doing Netflix movie reviews, this kind of makes us stars. So I thought today, let's be stars. So Sam Wagner and I are with these wonderful stars, our backdrops that I'm loving because we are officially Netflix celebrities. So yay! Yay for us.
We're all about the stars.
Yes, that's it. We're about the stars. We're talking about the stars. We're talking about Netflix movies. And now, so I'm going to go first today, Sam, because I'm just in that kind of mood. While you entertain yourself with your cat, there you go. And I hope you have your cattails ready too. So, and your decapitated pussy. I love that one. So now today, the first one we're going to do, everybody, it's called this is Things Heard and Seen. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can change my view and do that. Now, this is an American horror film starring Amanda Seyfried, who plays the main character, Catherine Clare, and her husband, George, and they have a daughter, Fanny. Now, they move into a new home, okay, that's out of town because of George's new job as a professor in upstate New York in a college. Now, what I would like to remind everybody of, Sam, before we get into this, is that it takes place in the 1980s. You remember the 1980s, right, Sam? We're little.
Yeah.
You remember the 1980s? I think we all do. I do. And I wanted to let our people know that because the younger women might not realize that in the 1980s, that was when men had the final say in the decisions they made as a family unit. Because that was noticeable in the film. It really shows you the difference between relationships then and now. So this movie is filled with many pivotal and interesting characters, all moving the plot forward. Now, I'm going to leave more of the details of this to Felina here because she tends to like to give more plot of the story. And I don't do that, but I do want to point out that this is a must see movie for anyone who wants to make a movie or watch one that completely justifies its existence, especially if you're interested in making or seeing a horror film, because this is a really good example of that. It is well shot. It's a really good script. Each scene carries us successfully to the next one with important information and well executed, top notch actors, which I'm sure Felina is going to agree with. And I enjoyed every moment of the plot, and it did contain a couple of surprises, which is good. This movie is the complete package, and I understand every beat of these characters, and I really loved it. Therefore, what I did, everybody, was I gave, because it is a horror film, and it's good to see a good one, so I'm giving this 5 fingers or 1 hand, because this is the kind of movie that makes me want to watch these kind of movies. They're not just the same old cookie cutter movies anymore. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So Samantha Wagner, what was your take on this movie, Things Heard and Not Heard, or Things Heard and Seen? You tell us your opinion.
Well, it is a horror thriller genre, and I like that kind of thing too. um, it is based on a novel called All Things Cease to Appear,
Ah,
and it stars Amanda Seyfried, James Norton, and many other in the cast that were equally wonderful actors. And I was glad to see them in there too. This is
I
about
agree.
a Manhattan couple that moves to the suburbs of New York State, upstate. And this is because George had a new career that he was moving into. So Catherine, his wife, ends up giving up a lucrative career to join him in the move. And I believe she wasn't very happy about it. So
No, she did it for him, like women did back then.
they so they move into this creepy old house with strange smells and strange sounds, and things appear to move around by themselves. So Catherine Clare finds a few interesting items in the house from the family that used to live there, like an old Bible with a lot of interesting things in it and a ring. So she goes to investigate further over to the Historical Society in town. So meanwhile, George has his own agenda and
Of course he does.
uh, and he turns out to be not only flirtatious with his students, but he's also hiding some disturbing secrets of his own. So Catherine suspects that something is going on, and she's not handling it very well. She also agrees to have a seance to find out if there's a dark spirit lurking in the house. So the film seemed a little slowish at the beginning, but it really picked up closer to the end as things got much creepier. Much creepier. And I think the ending left some unanswered questions, and they also didn't quite explain the reasons for Catherine being so, bulimic and having just digestive problems. So at first,
After knowing her husband, I don't know how you can say that.
well, I no, I gave it 3.5 cattails, and yeah.
Boo, okay.
Well, there were no cats in it.
Hey, oh, I understand. Okay, now she gave it 3.5 cattails, and I'm holding this up. I feel it should get an Oscar for best horror film. Now, if you're not too bright on the upkeep and know what's going on, some people like cats will get confused, but it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
I did enjoy it.
But for you, again, 3.5 is not bad.
Right.
So, and for me, I just I really did enjoy it. To me, it was a superb, because I didn't like these kinds of movies back in the day. Seriously, they didn't make them that well. And what I did, that's why I explained to everybody the time period. Because if you're thinking from now, you might not get it, which is why I'm surprised you didn't get all of it. But if you're thinking I remember very well how I was treated as a woman. I'm 74, and I remember how I was treated. And I remember women, going along with their husband. I remember how times I did not feel well because I felt like I wasn't living my authentic life.
I understand totally. I agree.
Yeah, so it's a good film for the younger people to see. And if you do like a nice thriller / horror film, whatever it is, it's a good one. It's worth seeing. Even Sam does agree it's worth seeing. So that we agree on. Okay, so let's see now. Oh, this is an exciting one to talk about. I actually saw it a long time ago. I don't know when you saw it the first time, but I love my girl. It's called Don't Look Up, we're reviewing. And Don't Look Up is a doomsday comedy drama. Now, this is a movie. So let me read my review, Sam, which I'm sure you'll disagree with later, but that's okay. Now, this does star Meryl, along with a good cast, which includes Leonardo DiCaprio, Cate Blanchett, Jennifer Lawrence, Tyler Perry, and Jonah Hill, to name a few. And that is naming a few, because this is one of those movies where there's lots of people. And I know you like that, Sam. You like seeing all these celebrities.
Everybody.
Yeah, it was fun. Now, at Nassau, Jennifer Lawrence spots what she and her teammates, including Leonardo DiCaprio, assume is a regular comet, but we soon find out that's not the case. It is an asteroid heading to Earth, and it's going to destroy it in 6 months and 14 days. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, people. How would you handle that information? Huh, okay. A shout out to Meryl Streep, who played it well. She transfixed herself into the character of a typical, unaware, vain, narcissistic president who really thought she would have it all because of her stature. Her self-important, know-it-all attitude is indeed a combination of every politician that was born. You feel me, people? Woo! Granny Tino got a little hot under the collar at that one. My passion is going into this. The true winner of this story is, of course, the enlightened who embrace the truth. I know that's the camp I'd be in. I'd be getting quiet and getting ready to meet God, really, because I know how to go to peace. I would be in peace. I wouldn't be with those other clowns. Now, make sure to watch this movie even after the credits finish, because the surprise ending makes it all worth watching. Right, Sam?
Yeah.
Very important. We're not
I do that too. It's like going, I think something is going to be up, so I'm not, closing down yet.
So we're not going to tell you what it is, people, but make sure when you watch Going Up or Looking Up or not, Don't Look Up, make sure when you watch Don't Look Up that you watch after the credits. Yeah, it's really funny. Now, all in all, I thought this was very well made, particularly, they have to say the characters are fictional, but as I just described in my passion, every president, every politician, look at this movie. That's who you are. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I give this one a 4-finger rating, even though it's a doomsday movie, because it's a good one. And Meryl Streep is really good. She really, I just can't say it enough how she portrayed a typical idiot president.
Oh yeah, she did that well.
Yeah. So Samantha, I'm going to be quiet now and allow you to have your say. I'm done.
Thank you.
I'm shutting up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Basically, my report is very similar. Anyway, this film has an amazing cast, and Marguerite already went through it, so Felina will just be quiet with that. The amazing cast was directed by Adam McKay, along with a just amazing bunch of people. He is leading us along a pathway of impending doom in this comedy spoof. Jennifer Lawrence discovers Comet, apparently on its way to Earth. Dr. Mindy, her boss, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, confirmed along with another professor that this will likely destroy the Earth and everybody in it.
Let's start over.
They go to the White House to advise the president, played by Meryl Streep, and the staff that the comet will destroy the Earth, and are met with resistance. So
shocker.
Everybody's making jokes about it.
Of course.
Yeah, jokes about the comet make Kate, played by Jennifer Lawrence, irate, and she screams at the media. Reporters decided that they liked Dr. Mindy, but not so much Kate. So the president and her staff were then advised that the impending doom was the truth, and announces in a special bulletin to the public that they were going to have a preemptive strike to destroy the comet. So social media goes wild, panic ensues, and misinformation will affect the world population, sort of like a metaphor for COVID.
Exactly.
So it was a great cast, and a lot of very interesting issues are addressed in this spoof. By the ending, I really liked it. Just thought it was a little bit too long. I really liked Dr. Mindy's wife, played by Melanie something or other. I never remember her name, but she's great. And it's a good thing that no cats were involved in this.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to see them have to have this living.
No. So I give it 4 cattails.
Whoa, whoa, 4 cattails. We'll give that a little Oscar. There you go. You
Yeah.
gave it 4, so that gets a little Oscar among the stars. How do you like that?
Woo,
Wow.
woo.
Yes, on Monday, which is Monday coming up, you're going to see this show. We'll have a picture of Felina's cat if she sends it to me today when I edit it. Okay, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and support your immune system. It's almost customer. Bye, Felina. You be good. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next time.